And welcome back to my kitchen garden. I've been out here for a couple of hours actually. I've been pottering about, done some deadheading, a little bit of weeding, some sweeping up. I've picked some beans and just done lots of little sort of maintenance jobs just to tidy up the garden. But one thing I noticed while I was doing all of that is how the majority of my beds are actually empty now. So that brings me round to planning for autumn and overwintering. Now there's several crops that I grow over winter. I like to grow my onions, leeks and garlic and my broad beans. Now the alliums, the onions, leeks and garlic usually go in mid-October to late October, and I sow my broad beans probably late October, early November. So I've got plenty of time for that. So in the meantime, what I really need to do is top the beds right up because they've settled considerably over the summer. So I need to get some fresh compost, some farmyard manure and amend the soil. And then I need to build a Brassica cage because I've got cauliflower and broccoli in the greenhouse which are almost ready to go out now. So while it's nice and quiet, I'm going to sit here peacefully with my coffee and then I'm going to crack on. So this is the bed that I'm going to be building my Brassica cage. So the first thing I need to do is remove these buckets. Now I've got 3 buckets of King Edward potatoes, which are my main crop, and 1 bucket of carrots. So they're going to be moved into the next bed. And then I've got 3 bags of peat-free multi-purpose compost, and in the wheelbarrow I've got another 3 bags of farmyard manure. So I'm going to be blending the two and adding blood, fish and bone and then putting it in this bed to top it right up, and then I will build the cage around it. So it's actually got quite warm this afternoon. We've got lots of blue sky now, which is nice, but yeah, it's a little bit warm. Well, that was a bit of a faff moving those potatoes, because once I'd removed the supports, all the homes just completely collapsed, and I, carrying the tubs from one bed to the other, I accidentally broke a couple off, but I have managed to set them up again. So they're looking a bit sad at the moment. I've given them a really good drink, so hopefully they'll recover. I've put the carrots over there because there just wasn't enough room next to the potatoes. So I'm just putting these stakes in now. They will be the frame, and then I've got to sort out my netting because I don't think my netting's going to fit. So hot and bothered. It's 6:30 in the evening and it's really humid. It got ever so hot this afternoon, so I gave myself a break for a couple of hours and then carried on later thinking it would be cooler, but I'm exhausted. Anyway, it's all done. Let me turn you around and you can see. So the frame is built. I just need to sort my netting out. I learnt from the summer that the previous cauliflowers I grew, the frame that I made for them wasn't tall enough, and the plant started to outgrow it very quickly. So I've learnt my lesson on that one, so hopefully this will be a lot more manageable. And I will do the same for the onions and the leeks, because again the frame wasn't tall enough last winter and the plants outgrew it very quickly once they got really established. So lessons learned. Yes, I'm exhausted now, so I'm going to go in, have a shower, do my dinner and watch the opening ceremony of the Paralympics, because I absolutely love it. So go Team GB, you're all amazing. Well, all the athletes from every country are amazing, so whoever you're rooting for, good luck. And I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. I've been rooting around in the shed and this is the biggest piece of netting I can find, so I'm hoping this is going to fit. We'll soon find out. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I absolutely loathe working with netting because it gets caught and snagged on everything. So let's see how we get on. It's getting caught already. It's typical, isn't it? It's way too wide but not long enough. Right, I'll come back when I've finished doing this. So I've made it fit, but I've not secured the sides because I want to get in there to plant up. So I'm just picking over my cauliflower because I've noticed that a couple of them have got some pinholes there and there. Don't know if the camera's picking that up. I can't see anything on them so far, but I'm going to give them a second going over because it's so easy to miss something. But these are my broccoli. I mean, I sowed the same amount of broccoli as I did cauliflower, and that's all I got. Really, really poor. But this one, something's gone to town on that. So when I checked on it earlier, I found a tiny little caterpillar. So I need to be really, really careful before I close them up in the cage and leave a pest in there to run riot. So I'm going to start with my broccoli because I've literally only got 3 viable plants. They're not that brilliant. I say viable, they're not brilliant at all, but they're better than nothing. So I'm going to plant those, and then the rest of the bed will just be cauliflower, and I actually prefer cauliflower, so that suits me really. So I've had a good look at them and I can't find any more pests, so I'm going to take this one out. The spacing is a problem because ideally you want 2 feet between plants, but I just haven't got the room. So I think I'm going to do a foot between. So let's have one here. You can plant them deep and you need to really firm them in because they don't like their roots being rocked. I'm going to just check it again. I can't see any eggs and I can't see anything to really trouble me. should really come around the other side, shouldn't I? But then I'll have my back to you all. That's it. I don't think I'm even going to bother with that one. It's been so chewed. So, yeah, let's not bother. So 2 broccoli, and now I'm going to pick the best ones of these. These are all year round. I'm just making doubly sure. This is the 3rd time I've checked them. Can't see any eggs or little critters. Ooh, look what I found. Where did you come from? Oh, I've dropped him. Oh no, where's he gone? Oh, where'd he go? I can't see him anywhere. This is why it's so hard to find them. So I've just got to secure this now. I'm rather pleased with that. It's all neat and tidy now. It's all secure. So I've got 10 cauliflower and 2 broccoli. Wow, so pleased that's done. Hopefully they'll be happy here. And I'm really pleased that I chose this bed, this end of the garden, because in the autumn and winter months, when the sun is much lower in the sky, that end of the garden doesn't get much sun at all. In fact, it's in shade mostly. So this will benefit from that. So they've had a good drink. What I'm going to do now is I'll check them again later this evening and tomorrow morning, just to be sure that I haven't trapped any of those tiny little caterpillars. I'm pretty confident now that I've got them all, but there was a couple in the last 2 plants I put in that I hadn't even noticed until I was healing them in, and then they appeared. So they're very, very elusive. But I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee now. So I've just come out for my morning coffee because I've got work in a couple of hours, so I won't be doing any other filming today. But I've just witnessed something very, very special. I've just seen my little chicks fledge from their nest, and I was so lucky because I just happened to have my camera in my hand at the time, so I managed to capture a little bit of it. So I've got a little bit of footage which I'll put at the end. But yeah, I wish them all the best. I hope they survive. So have a fantastic weekend, everybody. The channel is approaching 2,500 subscribers, so if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the bell icon for future notifications and thumbs up. And if you leave me a message or a comment, I will come back to you as soon as possible. And all of those of you that do leave me comments, I love reading them. I consider you as friends now, and I get a lot of joy being able to reply to you all. So keep the comments coming, and if there's anything that you would like to see that I haven't covered, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. So take care all. I'm Annie, and this is my kitchen garden. This is one of the babies, and I've just seen the other one fly. Actually, the second one's behind it. I don't know if you can see it. Hey! Oh, there's one in my neighbour's tree. There's Mum. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Good luck, little ones.